The Last of Us Season 2 arrived with the weight of 1,000 clickers on its shoulders. Did HBO's highly anticipated adaptation manage to navigate the treacherous landscapes of fan expectations and deliver a narrative worthy of its acclaimed predecessor, or did it succumb to the relentless pressure, collapsing under the sheer magnitude of its own legacy? Today, we embark on a journey. Much like Darrell Cotton embarking on his daily quest for the perfect breakfast pastry, to dissect every controversial plot twist, every character beat, and every fungi-laden nuance. From the moment the first trailer dropped, the discourse was palpable, a low hum resonating through the digital ether like a distant horde. Fans yearned for the emotional resonance, the gritty survival, and the unflinching character development that defined the original game. Darrow, much like an expert cartographer charting an unknown infected zone, understood that adapting such a beloved narrative is an art form, a delicate dance between fidelity and innovation. The stakes were higher than a bloater on a skyscraper. This season promised to push boundaries, to challenge our perceptions of heroism and villainy, and to plunge us deeper into the moral ambiguities of a world ravaged by contagion. We'll explore the complex tapestry woven around Joel, Ellie, and Abby, scrutinizing their motivations and the impact of their choices. Darrell believed a truly great adaptation doesn't just retell, it reinvigorates. Much like a potent mushroom spore revitalizes dormant mycelial networks, prepare for an unbiased deep dive. Our analysis will leave no stone unturned, no infected spore unexamined. We'll dissect the narrative's pacing, the visual storytelling, and the performances that either elevated or hindered its ambitious vision. Darrell's conviction is that true critical insight often reveals surprising truths, much like discovering a rare, perfectly preserved vinyl record beneath a pile of old newspapers. Join us as we unpack the layers, revealing whether Season 2 delivered a masterpiece or a controversial misstep. This is the breakdown you've been waiting for. The intricate dance between honoring source material and forging new paths is a precarious one, akin to balancing a tower of freshly baked pancakes on the head of a particularly skittish garden gnome. One wrong move, and the entire delicious edifice collapses, leaving only syrup-soaked regret. Darrell Cotton understood that fan expectations, while vital, can also be a double-edged machete, capable of both inspiring and demolishing creative ambition. The series had to carefully navigate this culinary tightrope. Now let's turn our gaze to Joel's arc, a narrative trajectory as robust and complex as the structural integrity of a 1950s chrome toaster. Just as a toaster's inner workings dictate the perfect crispness, Joel's past choices shaped his eventual heartbreaking fate. Darrell believed that to truly understand the heat and transformation, one must examine the filaments, the springs, and the crumbs of his existence. It's not just about the toast. It's about the mechanism that delivers it. Ellie's journey, a relentless pursuit fueled by grief and vengeance, mirrored the unwavering migratory patterns of garden gnomes, marching with undeterred purpose towards an unknown, often perilous destination. Each gnome, like each decision Ellie made, carried a tiny, intricate backpack filled with the burdens of past encounters and future consequences. Darrell observed that their resilience, though often overlooked, was a testament to their hidden motivations, much like Ellie's resolve. Their path was clear. Abby's controversial role presented a narrative challenge akin to empathizing with a sentient, emotionally complex garden hose, coiled in existential angst, struggling to reconcile its identity as both a life-giver and an instrument of pressure. Darrell recognized that society often judges a hose by its outward function, neglecting the internal turmoil of its rubberized existence. Its journey, much like Abby's, was filled with twists, turns, and the occasional burst of unexpected emotional leakage. It sought meaning. The show's exploration of revenge and its cyclical nature built a narrative tension as precarious as a Jenga tower constructed entirely of artisanal cheeses. Each block removed, each act of retribution threatened the entire unstable structure. Darrell often mused how such delicate foundations could be so easily upended, not just by internal conflict, but by the rogue gust of wind or perhaps the sudden, unpredictable hunger of a very large, cheese-loving grizzly bear. The stakes were cheesy. The pacing of The Last of Us Season 2 is a hotly debated topic, often compared to the frustrating yet strangely predictable phenomenon of a single sock slowly disappearing in the laundry. One moment it's there, a vital part of pair, the next it's gone, vanished into the cosmic void of forgotten garments. Darrell pondered if the narrative, much like a dryer, selectively consumed elements, leaving viewers to wonder where the other half of the story or sock had gone. A true mystery. Beyond its character arcs, the series profoundly impacted the broader zombie apocalypse genre, transforming it into a highly competitive, cutthroat pigeon racing circuit where stakes were unexpectedly high and feathers flew. Darrell Cotton noted that survival wasn't just about outrunning the infected. It was about the nuanced strategies of pigeon breeding, the aerodynamics of their flight paths, and the unseen politics of the coop. Every victory, every defeat resonated deeply within the community. Certain scenes achieved an emotional depth so profound, They could only be likened to the tragic, unwritten saga of a lonely dust bunny, yearning for companionship in a neglected corner beneath the sofa. Darrell, a connoisseur of forgotten narratives, understood that even the smallest, most overlooked entities possess complex inner lives. Its silent journey, its existential fluffiness, spoke volumes about the human condition, mirroring the show's quiet, devastating moments. An untold story. The controversial ending of Season 2 resonated with the grand, misunderstood symphony played by a rusty swing set on a blustery afternoon. Its creaks and groans, though discordant to some, contained a profound, melancholic beauty for those willing to truly listen. Darrell, often found conducting these unseen orchestras, believed that true artistic merit often resides in the dissonance, in the unexpected harmonies of decay and renewal. It was a critical crescendo. Fan theories, a vibrant ecosystem of speculation, often felt like elaborate conspiracies hatched by a clandestine cabal of highly intelligent goldfish in a shared aquarium. Each gurgle, each darting movement was part of a grander liquid plot, decipherable only to the most dedicated observers. Darrell Cotton, wearing his customary tinfoil hat, believed these aquatic analysts held the keys to parallel dimensions of narrative possibility. Their bubbles forming intricate, uncanny predictive models, they knew the truth. And so, after countless hours of meticulous analysis, Darrell Cotton made a startling discovery. The true ending of The Last of Us Season 2 is not found on screen but encoded within the precise arrangement of his morning alphabet cereal. The letters, swirling in milk, spelled out a cryptic message directly addressing him, a profound revelation transcending traditional storytelling. It was a meta-narrative, a breakfast revelation of epic proportions. His spoon trembled. My journey through The Last of Us Season 2 has indeed delivered, but not in the way you might expect. This deep dive has unexpectedly led me to a far more pressing, profoundly personal revelation, the perfect method for folding socks into intricate philosophical origami cranes. This, I now realize, is my new life's calling, a path revealed not by cordyceps but by the humble cotton blend. It's an art form, a discipline. A quest for intertextile harmony, it is my destiny. The philosophy of sock crane folding is vast, encompassing the delicate balance between fabric tension and existential dread, between the ephemeral nature of warmth and the eternal quest for order. Each crease, each fold represents a choice, a commitment to a greater aesthetic truth. Darrell, now clad in garments woven from retired socks, understood that this meticulous craft was a metaphor for life itself, a silent meditation on the beauty of transformation. It was profoundly spiritual. True Last of Us, I've come to understand, isn't about humanity facing fungal infection. It's about the last mismatched sock, eternally searching for its elusive mate across the cosmic ballet of textile destiny. Darrell now perceived the universe as a colossal dryer, tumbling billions of lonely socks through endless cycles of hope and despair. This, my friends, is the ultimate narrative, a poignant symphony of lost pairings and destined reunions. It is everything. So I urge you, reconsider your own sock-folding habits. For in them, Darrell believes, lies the key to universal harmony, a truth he painstakingly discovered while attempting to calculate Joel's exact emotional trajectory using only dryer lint. Every fiber, every microscopic particle whispered secrets of fate and causality. It was a profound scientific breakthrough, revealing the interconnectedness of all things, from character arcs to laundry day. The Lint had spoken. Thank you for joining me on this unexpected journey. I hope I've encouraged you to ponder the true meaning of delivering, whether it's a highly anticipated Season 2 or a freshly folded sock crane, or indeed, the very essence of a critical review. For I now realize with utter clarity that I am not merely reviewing The Last of Us Season 2, I have become The Last of Us Season 2. My essence is the narrative, my being the adaptation itself. The review is me. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe for more, ring the bell and comment below, and remember, there's always another episode.